you to imagine that you're in another country. You're somewhere that's not Colorado. But you are in the mountains.
I'm in Antarctica.
Okay.
I'm in Chinese.
And in the forest. So let's take a look at the story. Momotaro the Peach Boy this is written by Miyoko Matsutani. And it's illustrated, so the pictures are done by Eigoro Futumata. Okay. So, once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old man and an old woman who had no children at all. One day, the old man went up to the mountain to gather firewood, and the old woman went to the river to wash her clothes.
I see them doing that.
Jabujaba, jabujaba, jabujaba. The old woman was scrubbing her clothes, and when suddenly she saw an enormous peach floating down the river toward her. Zubukabu, 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 zubukabu. It seemed to say as it bobbed up and down in the river. How happy the old woman was to see such a luscious, delicious-looking peach. She pulled it out of the water and she carried it home. Happily, the old man and the old woman said, what a delicious-looking peach. Shall we cut it up and eat it? Just as the old woman and old man said this, the peach split open.
Ew!
What's inside?
A baby.
A baby?
What the? That's a huge baby for a tiny baby.
Wow! 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 Out stepped a beautiful baby boy. The old man and the old woman were filled with joy. As the baby was born from a peach, they named him Momotaro, which means
Peach?
peach boy.
Oh.
The old couple looked at the peach and said, "Dear little Momotaro, please grow as fast as you can." They fed him a bowl of rice and he grew. They fed him 2 bowls of rice and he grew.
I know it.
Momotaro grew stronger day by day.
Hey, he's looking different colors each time he grows.
Is he changing?
Yeah.
He's spending more time in the sun, maybe. But do you know what? After that, Momotaro, he just ate and slept. He ate and slept and ate and slept all of the time. That's all he ever did. Get up, Momotaro! You should help your father with his work. Come with us to the mountain to gather firewood. The villagers came by to get Momotaro on their way to the next mountain. But guess what? He's fast asleep.
He passed away.
They came by the next day, but he still did not get up. They came by the next day too, but did he get up? No. Finally, on the 4th day, Momotaro
Woke up. Wait, 5 years?
He woke up. And he started off for the mountain.
Oh, he did it. He just started He's going to fall asleep again.
Then he pulled out a big tree with his bare hands.
What is wrong with
And he carried it home on his shoulders. Who can do that?
Me.
Yeah, maybe you're really strong. The old man and the old woman. Look! Momotaro brought back a big, huge piece of firewood.
So what?
The old man and the old woman and the villagers were amazed. Because not very many young boys can carry a whole tree.
It's natural.
The villagers said, "How strong Momo is." But one day, when everything seemed peaceful, boom, thud, boom, thud, boom, thud.
Oh,
toward the village, and suddenly a band of wicked ogres appeared.
Ooh.
They destroyed their crops, and they carried off the young women and children. And where was Momotaro all of this time? He was fast asleep and didn't hear a thing. The old woman said, "Get up, Momotaro! Please get up!" The old man said, "Come on, Momotaro, get up!" And the old man and the old woman shook the sleeping bag. The old woman said, "A band of ogres has attacked our village and destroyed everything. Come show your strength and show everyone what you can do." Because he's so strong. Maybe later. I'll go after him for tomorrow. And the old man said, "Tomorrow it'll be too late. Hurry and get up now." Momotaro slowly opened his eyes. And he said sleepily to the old man and the old woman, "I will go to the ogre island to conquer the wicked ogres. But first, make me some millet dumplings." He needs some food. The old man and the woman set to work busily. The old man ground the millet into powder. And the old woman made 3 giant dumplings for Momotaro. "Oh, thank you, Father and Mother. Well, I'm off on my journey now." The old man and the old woman, "Goodbye, Momotaro. Please come home safely." Momotaro had not gone far when a dog came up to him. "Woof, woof, woof. Where are you going, Momotaro?" Momotaro said, "I'm going to Ogre Island. To conquer the ogres, they took the young women and children from my village, and I'm going to get them back." "Woof, woof. What's in that sack hanging from your belt?" Momotaro said, "The best millet dumplings in the world."
I want some.
And the dog said, "Woof, woof, woof. Please give me one and I'll join you." Momotaro said, "Well, you can't have a whole dumpling, but you can have half. Here, I'll give you half." Momotaro and the dog were walking along together when a monkey scampered up. "Where are you going, Momotaro?" Momotaro said, "I'm going to Ogre Island to conquer the ogres. They took the young women and the children from my village, and I'm going to bring them back." The monkey said, "What's in the sack hanging from your belt?" "What's in his sack?" "The dumplings. You got it. Delicious dumplings." He said, "The best millet dumplings in all of Japan." "Please give me one, and I will join you," said the monkey. "Well, you can't have a whole one, but I will give you half." Just at that moment, a pheasant swooped down. He also wondered where Momotaro was going, and Momotaro gave the pheasant half of a millet dumpling, and he joined the group too. And they continued until they came to the sea. "How big the sea is," they all said. Then Momotaro and the monkey and the pheasant got into a boat and headed to Ogre Island. It wasn't long before they saw the dark, dreadful-looking island in the distance. "Here comes Ogre Island up ahead. I'll go first and start the attack," said the pheasant. Saying this, the pheasant swiftly flew off. When the pheasant got to the ogre's fortress, he took he took the ogre guarding the big iron gate by surprise and began to peck out his eyes.
Ow!
Ow! Ow! Ow! Ow! The ogre yelled and fell to the ground. When he saw this, the monkey jumped off the boat and scurried up to the wall to the fortress to open the gate. Up the wall to the fortress.
So you only have ring, ring, ring.
Once the monkey had opened the gate, Momotaro, the dog, and the dog dashed inside. A fierce battle began. The monkey scratched the ogres, and the pheasant pecked at them, and the dog bit them. While Momotaro threw all of the ogres to the ground.
It's not fair.
He's that strong.
It's not
In the
fair.
end, the chief of the ogres and his wicked band lay helpless on the ground. Hooray! Hooray! They all shouted, and Momotaro said, now, look for the young woman and the children who were carried off, and bring them to me. Mm-hmm.
That's the end.
Right?
Yeah, push the picture out.
Ah, here we go.
Push him off the stage. Bye, everybody.
They found the ogre's big ship, and Momotaro put the women and men and children aboard, along with the ogres and their treasure. Mm-hmm. Then they all sailed home joyfully. How happy the old man and the old woman and the villagers were when they saw everyone return home safely. And from that time on, they all lived together in peace and happiness. The end. What do you
Good
think?
night. Can we read?
Did you give that story